Welcome to episode 40 of the Cards and Cartridge podcast. We're coming at you in the new year. I'm your host, Ryan, aka OG Retro. I'm here with my dude, Chris, aka Koozie Retro Games. What's up, brother?
Dude, happy 2020.
We made it.
Happy 2020 to all the viewers out there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for the support. It's been a good day so far. I went to the Red Wings game earlier today.
I forgot to ask you about that. They got clapped by the Bruins
5-1.
Woo! Yeah, that's brutal.
It was a fun time. Went with some buddies. We went to a restaurant called Hopcat after.
That sounds like a good restaurant. Nice.
Did you see what happened to Antonio Brown today?
You know what's funny? My mom was saying something about it, but I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. So no.
Do you know the history with Antonio Brown? How he's just a bozo.
I was just gonna say he's pretty. I was gonna use a nicer word, but he's a little ruthless, lawless. Let's say.
So nobody really knows what caused him to do this today. But in the middle of the Bucks Jets game, he got into an argument with somebody or something triggered him, and he took off his jersey and he took off his undershirt and his gloves and threw them into the stands and just walked off the field. He started dancing in the end zone and then just ran into the locker room. Mid game, and security was about to tackle him because he thought he was a streaker.
That's wild, dude. I gotta look into that.
I mean, it just happened a couple hours ago. There's speculations that in his contract negotiations, he needed X amount of TDs would get him a bonus, X amount of catches would catch a bonus, X amount of yards would give him a bonus. And he was really close to nearing those numbers for his bonuses. And I think he got benched in today's game. So I don't know if he's man, fuck you. I was close to my numbers to get these. Yeah. $330,000.
Oh, yeah. Those bonus contracts are insane. So I always thought that was the craziest thing, bro. The bonus contracts for the NFL. I'm like, what is this? Is this a video game?
So it's I wonder if he was fuck you for benching me. I'm out. He just quit.
That's wild.
Mid game.
That's wild. Well, everybody probably knows about this because it's coming out. This podcast is coming out days after that. But guys, today we have a wonderful one. Of course, as always, we got to be on the lookout for to start it off, and we'll talk about them in 1 second. We're talking about IGN's updated top 100 list. We're going to go through the top 10, give our thoughts on that. We're going to be talking about another interesting thing that Chris brought up is how much do first appearances of characters or sports people on video game cover art matter. In the comics world, it's very important. It's something that increases the value of certain comics. When Spider-Man first appearance, that. So we're going to look into that and talk a little bit about that. And finally, it's been raining near me, snowing near Chris. We're going to talk about our favorite video games to play on rainy and snowy days. And that's it. We got a question of the week to round it off. But let's get into it, dude. Let's start with the Bolo. Chris, you brought this one to the table. Hit us with it.
So before I say this, RIP John Madden. Facts. I never got the experience to really listen to him as a broadcaster. I think he was still announcing, but I was too young to really kind of notice who he was or remember him. But obviously we've all played John Madden football games. So we 100%. All have some tie to him there. John Madden unfortunately did pass away this past week. But the Bolo is there is a John Madden football game on the Sega Genesis, and it is John Madden Football Championship Edition.
Oh yeah.
Just to give you some recent eBay sold, and maybe this is because he passed away and things kind of spike unfortunately when that stuff happens, or maybe it's just a real game in general. But a box only sold on December 29th for $250.
Wow.
Complete in box copy sold for $400 on the 28th. And a manual only sold on the 28th for $149.
Wow. Yeah, it does sound like a pretty rare game. I hope it's always just been a rare game and expensive. I think it has. Yeah. And like you said, it's just kind of because it's a shame when shit just goes up because someone died. But I guess it just is what it is, I don't know.
How do you feel about the CIB one is the title is John Madden Football Championship Edition, Sega Genesis, RIP.
See, he's profiting off the death of It's weird. Just I don't know. Just don't do that. It's weird.
Just keep an eye out for the Championship Edition John Madden games.
That's a rare game.
It is rare. And I think I sold John Madden Football 1.
Because I was going to say, you told me.
Yeah, there's a John Madden Football 1 on the Sega Genesis, but it's the Sega Classics Edition. So it's a blue case. And I sold that one for $150 at one point too.
Wow. Yeah, watch out for those weird football rare football games on the Genesis. But anyways, let's start it off with our first topic. We'll go over IGN's top 100, and we're gonna stick with the top 10, discuss our thoughts. We'll start it off. I'm looking at the list right now, and I haven't looked at this yet, so this is a first.
Neither did I. Just like
first look for me
before the re-recorded.
So far, it's looking pretty solid. All right, number 10, Super Mario 64. I'm kind of surprised that's at number 10 because I thought it would be a little higher up, like a little closer to the top. But I mean, classic. It needed to be in the top 10. I'm glad it made it. Chris, you played that game, right? You played it on the DS. Yeah. Yep. I think the first time I beat it was on the DS, but I remember playing it on the 64 before that. Yeah.
I want to preface real quick. It says games in our top 100 have measured up to a few key metrics. How great a game was when it launched, how fun it is still to play today, which I think is good. The replayability factor is a real important factor, and how much the game reflects best in its class. Well, past versions of this list had a big emphasis on the game's impact and influence. They've taken that out of the equation and basically seeing like how well they hold up today.
Wait, is this their new list? Because wasn't Breath of the Wild the best one? I'm seeing. Hold up.
This is the one I'm on is the top 100 video games of all time. Our first refresh since 2019. Tons of big changes. Let me scroll down and see what 10 is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have 10 as something different. You're on a
different list. So I'm on a different list. Let's stop this. We're gonna redo this different list.
You want me to DM you this link real quick?
No, I think I got it now. I think I'm here because this is the one that says Breath of the Wild first. No spoiler effects, but y'all probably already knew that. All right. Okay, so number 10, Disco Elysium.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Simply put, there's nothing else quite like Disco Elysium. The premise is straightforward. A body has been discovered hanging from a living tree in the back of a hostel, and it's up to you to work out how it got there over the course of a 30-hour story. It's a unique blend of noir, detective fiction, traditional pen and paper RPGs, and a large helping of existential theory. This is bizarre. What it doesn't even say what it's from. We're going to do a quick Google search here. I just accidentally hit print. Don't want to do that.
A gorgeously designed isometric RPG.
It's for the PS4 Nintendo. I've literally not heard of this. Apparently, I got to play it. Apparently, I got to play it. Okay, number 9.
Coming in at number 9, we have Half-Life 2.
Amazing game.
Little preference on that. Half-Life 2 forever changed our expectations for what a first-person shooter could be. Its richly imagined world and wonderful place gameplay is a delight, never letting up on and brimming with invention. The gravity gun is obviously the poster child of Half-Life 2, turning each environment into a tactical playground in which you can improvise weapons and solve basics but clever physics puzzles.
Fuck yeah. Half-Life. Have you ever played Half-Life 2?
I have not.
I kind of could have guessed that, but
I'm playing more games in 2022.
I know. We also should do a segment, what games you should play in 2022.
We should do, to keep me real accountable, we should do like a Chris's weekly recap on the game I played that week.
100%.
It doesn't even have to be much. It can just be like a 10-minute. I can just sit down and play a game for 10 minutes, just give my quick 10-minute snippet review on Chris's game of the week.
Yeah, I kind of like that. We should do that. All right. Up for 8, we got Red Dead Redemption 2. I guess. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that should be 8. I'm gonna be honest. I played a bit of it. I couldn't stick with it.
Seems high.
That's what I'm thinking. Seems high. I don't totally agree with that. Number 7, there's Super Mario 64.
So it even moved up.
Yeah, that's I agree. Super Mario 64 I think deserves that number 7 spot.
I wonder if did it come out on like the Nintendo eShop or anything, or was
Mario 64 was on the Wii?
N64 was it I wanted like the N64 classic games on the Nintendo Switch when they did that. Would that like help its replayability factor maybe?
I'm sure. And they released the physical game, the Mario like the 3-pack with 64 Galaxy and
Sunshine.
Yeah. Definitely. A lot of people play that. Everybody knows that. Number 6, Mass Effect 2. Interesting. I have played the Mass Effect games and they are great. They're great. I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure I'd put it in top 10.
Mass Effect 2 lets you explore and experience so much more of it. As Commander Shepard, I travel the galaxy to the best recruitment trip I could have wished for and experienced possibly one of the most heart-wrenching stories. Did it have a good story to it?
Yeah, the stories are incredible.
But whether or not the game ends in tears, it is entirely up to you.
Yeah, it's true because it has like a
seem fun to me where it's like they have alternate endings.
Well, even the Harry Potter Game Boy Color game that I finished, first game of 2020 beat Harry Potter Game Boy Color on the Analog Pocket. That game has you can unlock different endings depending on if you win the House Cup or if you do even better. Like for a Game Boy Color game, bro, so cool.
That's really got to help its replayability factor and
yeah,
high on this list.
Number 5, Super Metroid. I mean, 100%. I beat Super Metroid for the first time probably 3 years ago now. It's an incredible game. It's probably what got me into the Metroid 2D games. And since then I've played all of them. And yeah, incredible.
Did you like Metroid Dread?
Yeah, I did. I haven't beaten it yet because there was a boss that I got really hung up on, but I'll finish it. It's a great game. It's a great game. And we don't have to read through all the
no, people know what Metroid is.
And these, the next 4 on the list are so known. Why don't
Number
you take
4, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Absolutely iconic.
I don't play Zelda games, but I have it complete in box.
Actually, funny story about that game. I found that game complete in box under a stack of like DVDs.
Really?
Like a stack of DVDs. It wasn't a garage sale, but it was like a flea market church sale type of deal.
Yeah.
It was just like I was just digging through because there were some games. It wasn't all DVDs, but a lot of DVDs and like some shit games. There's like, and I saw it at the bottom of the box. I'm like, what? Why is this
shining copy of Link to the Past? Yeah, just staring at you. It's
That's what I'm
cheap
saying.
as hell.
Yeah, it was. It was like $5. I was like,
is it like mine is like complete with like
mine's complete with the map. Yeah, dude.
Book.
Exactly. It's so
insane.
It was a little crushed, but in the box protector, it's good now. It's really
nice. You still have it or no?
Yeah, I kept that because it goes a little bit against my collecting philosophy, that one, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I found it, like it has a story behind it, so I kept it for that reason, kind of.
I'd assume you don't have many Super Nintendo games, do you?
No, I don't. That game and Zombies Ate My Neighbors are probably the only 2 Super Nintendo. I might have Donkey Kong Country too.
You don't have like Mario World or anything?
No, Mario World's I would get it, but it's an expensive one.
I'm talking like loose.
I have that loose. I have that loose.
All right, good.
I have a decent Super Nintendo collection loose.
Yeah, I wasn't talking complete in box.
Yeah, I was just saying complete box there. I only have like maybe 3. I think I have the Donkey Kong Country's complete in box. At least the first one. I bought that from you.
Yeah, I have 1 and 2. I'm missing 3. I've never found 3 complete.
Hell yeah. I bought that from you, and I definitely still have it.
That's awesome.
That's in my storage though, for sure. My Super Nintendo games, and honestly, my N64 games are in storage too. Like I
can't wait to.
I have super clean copy of Super Mario 64, like so mint, and a couple other things too. But yeah, all right, moving on. And this I totally agree with. Portal 2, dude.
Heard great
Portal
things.
2, so good.
Xbox 360 game?
Yeah. And Windows PC.
What's the game about?
It's a puzzle game, but how you operate through it, you have the portal gun and you shoot portals and you can go through the portals and you gotta basically use the portals to navigate through map puzzles.
Okay.
And then you can move objects through portals too, and like it's just one big puzzle game, and it's all around the quote unquote gimmick, but
you look like
more
mine when you were describing the game. You were just doing one of these things.
More gimmick, not gimmick, but like a mechanic. It's just all portals, and that's how you navigate the levels, and it's like so cool and so ingenious. Like there's nothing else like it, really. It's just so unique.
That's awesome.
I think it was groundbreaking for the time, because Portal came out. I think the original came out like in 2000. Like this is when Half-Life 2. These were when PC gaming was like, I don't know, just super dope, and when it was really starting to like really get popular, and just incredible games. So I agree with number 3 being Portal 2. The last two.
I'm in at number 2,
Yeah.
Super Mario World.
Hell yeah.
I agree with that also.
Totally agree. Super Mario World is a fucking classic. Best 2D Mario game to ever be created. Ever be created. That's on the Super Nintendo, and then they ported it to the GBA. I definitely beat it on the GBA once.
I beat it on the GBA, and I played through most of it on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, agreed. I've definitely played it on the Super Nintendo a lot now.
I like it on the Super Nintendo.
Me too. On the PVM, it looks so good. RGB, with the Super Mario World, incredible game. So good. So
I'm just
good.
scrolling up real quick in a kind of subdivision of number 3, Portal 2. Portal came in at 23.
Okay.
Portal came in at 23.
That makes sense. That's cool.
What's the number 1 game on the list?
Number 1 game on the list, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I can't argue with it. It's incredible. I don't totally agree. It's a great game, but I don't think it's number 1. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But where did Witcher 3 come in on this list? Because I have to see. It's got to be on here. 16. Okay. At least it's high up there. That would be my number 1 game of all time. And what's between it and the top? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's bold. Hades, I heard that's incredible. I played a bit of it. Grand Theft Auto 5, honorable mention. But okay, Breath of the Wild being number 1. Everyone loved it, and I understand why this is number 1. But I wouldn't totally agree with it. I know IGN. I think IGN's super Nintendo fanboy a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, thank you IGN for putting this whole list together and all the reviews and everything that you guys do. You do a lot of great media coverage. But I will say a little biased towards Nintendo, if I'm being honest. So maybe that's
why. Trivia questions for you about this list, real quick.
Sure.
There's one Pokemon game on the list. Guess which one it is.
One Pokemon game. Pokemon Yellow.
It is Pokemon Yellow.
Woo!
Guess what number it is?
I'm gonna guess 21.
43.
Oh, I guess that makes sense though. It's great, but a lot of these, I don't know. I think it should be higher up. If that's the only one on this list too.
Donkey Kong 71. GoldenEye 77.
Yeah, what's God of War 25? I love that.
Guess where Fortnite came in?
85.
79. And shockingly,
I'm okay with that.
Apex is higher than Fortnite.
Fuck that shit.
Apex is 55.
I'm glad to see Divinity Original Sin 2 made it on this list. 99. Guys, if you've never played Divinity Original Sin 2, that is one of the most incredible games I have ever played in my entire lifetime. Divinity Original Sin 2 I'm going to replay it. It's so good. Go play that game. There's so many good games on this list. There really are. They did a good job. There's some I don't agree with, but they really did. There's a lot of cool shit on this list, dude. All right.
Just one more, couple more. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
86.
I'm surprised Animal Crossing. Maybe just because it hasn't been out.
Fable 2, 78.
Animal Crossing New Horizons, 91.
Yeah, I just don't think it's. I don't know. It's not as iconic as these.
That was
games.
A COVID game, I guess.
Yeah, but like a lot of these games aren't iconic. They're like indie games. So that's what I'm saying. IGN. I don't know. I don't agree completely with it because it's there's just some. I don't know. I agree with a lot of it, but I don't agree with everything. I guess that's life. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 getting there up at 63. I agree with that. What a game. It should be higher, honestly. Journey number 58. I know. Shout out BB Retro. He loves that game. Wow. Cool stuff. Hollow Knight at 54. Totally agree. You guys got to go check out the list and leave a comment on this video wherever you're watching it or on the Instagram page if you agree with the IGN top 100 and what your top. Don't list your top 100. Maybe list your top 5. List your top 100 games. Submit an Excel spreadsheet.
I think we offered money. People still wouldn't do that.
No, 0 chance. Let's talk about the next topic. How much do first appearance on cover art matter? And are they going to become more valuable, similar to comics? Chris, why don't you lead us through this?
I've done zero research on this topic. It's just
That's okay.
Kind of something I thought of. And I think I saw somebody post an Instagram post about it too. And it got me thinking. So what I meant by this was like Ryan said at the beginning, or maybe it was when we were talking before, but like the first appearance of Spider-Man or the first appearance of Batman in a comic, like those are iconic, expensive, rare comics. Do you think something like the first appearance of LeBron James on a cover of a game could make it worth more money, or no, because there were so many of that game printed?
Yeah, I think that's what you got. It's tough. Maybe a little bit. And I know it's happened with like iconic players, like for instance, Kobe Bryant. And were talking about John Madden, people that have, were so good during their time and have passed away. Some of those games are, I think, a little bit rare and more valuable because of who's on the cover.
Yes.
And
And I think people realize that after the player dies.
yeah. But the thing is, though, too, it's like if you look at something like the first ever cover of Mario, right? Like whatever,
Mhm.
Super Mario Bros. Or whatever. That's just iconic for other reasons too. Whereas like I don't think we're gonna notice if the value is because of that being the first appear. I mean, I'm sure it is. Like,
I think it's definitely going to have some
but
impact
like
on the value. I
it's
just don't think we've caught up to that yet. I don't think people have realized or thought about that yet. And I
yeah,
mean, getting sports games great, it might even be difficult because like people buy these games and would play them right away. So I doubt
yeah,
there's like, especially like the older ones, there's not many of those out there.
right,
But I guess people are just in the mindset of like see sports and see it's not worth anything. But I guess iconic covers of iconic players I could really see having value.
yeah.
And another thing I've been like, I follow a guy on Instagram. I forget his name, but he does a lot of like just collectible investment type deals, and he's huge in the sports ticket graded market.
Dude, those are so cool.
So like he'll like talk about like the debut, like Tom Brady's debut, and like his like ticket stub for that game like being graded, or like Tom Brady's first editions in the Pro Bowl or first Super Bowl, things like that. I think those
I
are
have some,
really
dude. I wonder if I still have my tickets somewhere because I was at a couple of iconic games,
really.
and one of the most iconic games I was at. Do you know like Derek Jeter's famous catch when he jumped in the stands and like
Yeah,
came out of the stands bloody? I was at that game.
really.
Yeah. And I think I had that ticket stub. And I would say as a kid, I would save all my ticket stubs. And it was really cool. My parents found me this nightstand that had it was just a regular wood nightstand, but then they got like a piece of glass that was
Yep,
the same size to go on top. And then I would slip all my tickets under there.
that's
And it was
awesome.
cool. It was like, yeah, it was like my nightstand just had like a display of all my tickets and like everything I was at. And that would be a cool thing to find. I wonder if I kept that shit.
Dude, because
Cause
it's just saw like this is the most recent one I saw, so I can remember. But like, and this is on a really small scale. Like,
mhm,
Trey Young, his
yeah.
debut ticket sold in a PSA 10 in like July for $800, and then just a couple days ago, a PSA 4 sold for $800.
Wow.
So it's like people like when I think it's gonna get even bigger as time goes on. Because think
Oh
about
yeah.
like um for one, you get your ticket stub, and like the day you get it, you're folding it in half and throwing it in your pocket. Like nobody is keeping their ticket stubs pristine.
Christine, yeah.
And then on top of that, everything is going to digital. They don't even
Yeah.
really do physical tickets
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's gonna be
crazy.
insane. Cause like I went to Cade Cunningham got drafted by the Pistons, and he's like our next rookie star. And I went to like his second. I guess so. I was at his second home game, so it's
Mhm.
not gonna do much. Cause like he played games before that away, and like he already had a home game.
Yeah.
But like, and I just see like the pop reports, like something like a Kevin Durant like pop PSA 10 or something like that. It's like 1,800 for a Kevin Durant ticket, but like all graded like ticket stubs for Kevin Durant is like 53.
So insane. It's very interesting. So, I mean, to circle back to the original question, I think we will see kind of that affect video games, like
And I
first
think once
appearances
like
on covers.
it's just realizing the market, realizing what else is out there. Because I don't think people think about grading ticket stubs.
And when you also think, yeah, I mean that too, but when you're thinking about the first questions, like first prints matter, so why wouldn't first appearances? Like a first print of something matters. Like
But what
Pokemon
made
Blue
me
first print.
what made
You
me
know,
think of this today was somebody had in one of the sealed game Facebook groups or whatever, somebody was selling a PGA Tour 98 or whatever, and Tiger Woods is on the cover. And he literally put in the description, and like in his like selling description, the first appearance of Tiger Woods in a video game.
that's crazy, and that makes sense. So there you go.
And
There you
it's like,
go.
and another thing I want to branch off for this too, I guess, because we're talking about like grading ticket stubs and
Yeah.
other grading random things. You know, you have like, do you think they'll ever grade like your Game Boy Color hat or something like that? Do you think you could submit that for grading?
So like clothing and merchandise.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will eventually do that. Like vintage
It would-
clothing.
yeah, grading
Yeah.
vintage clothing.
Yeah, I'm sure that something will.
Because I mean, it's like
if it doesn't already
framing
exist.
it.
Right. If it doesn't, I mean, because essentially they do that. Like, I'm pretty sure there are collectible companies that grade like sports helmets and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I've never seen anything. I've seen like authenticated and like
Yeah.
COAs.
Bro, I have one of my nicest sports memorabilia things I have is a Tom Brady signed mini helmet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know how much it's worth. My uncle Liam, shout out him.
Does he like know Tom Brady?
No, he just back in the day when it was probably somewhat affordable to get that.
Yeah,
he bought it for me as a birthday present because I was obsessed with Tom Brady.
Only if he would have got a signature on a rookie card.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's sick.
There was a garage sale like when I was young, like me and my
Yeah.
buddies would just like go around to garage sales, and like my neighbor was having one, and he quoted, this is like quote unquote, like sold my buddy who I was with an autographed Barry Sanders card for $1, and I was like so bummed out. He goes, "We'll come back in like an hour, like I may have another one." I came back an hour and he just had another one. I don't know, he's probably just signing them and had just giving them to kids saying, "Here's an autographed Barry Sanders card."
Crazy. I just looked it up. The Tom Brady signed mini helmet is about a $600 to $700 piece.
Damn,
that's pretty crazy.
Now I wonder if you get that graded, what would it be worth?
That's what I mean. That's cool, dude. And here's a Buccaneers one going for $400, 22 bids on it.
Damn,
they're hot. Very interesting. Sports memorabilia is cool. So we'll see. I like that. That was a cool topic.
I think it'll be, and it's like, as like a sports fan myself, it's someone who doesn't mind sports games. It would, especially if I had like a favorite player, like an iconic favorite player, why wouldn't you collect posters of him, you collect fat heads, you collect bobbleheads. Why wouldn't you want, if he's on like the cover of a game, why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the next one. So it's been snowing near you.
Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 inches last night.
Crazy. It's been raining all week this week. It's like 70 degrees here in Jersey.
70?
It was like 60 today.
It's 28 here.
That's absurd. But it's raining like crazy. And I was thinking, like, what are your favorite games to play on rainy/snowy days? I have a list of 4 that I thought of real
Correction, quick. It's 18 here right now.
That is absurd. Right now it's 40 degrees here, which it's getting a little colder. And we might actually get some snow tonight. I think someone was. Let me.
Hopefully it's coming your way.
I could want it, but not tomorrow, really. Well, I don't have anything to do. So
someone in a Discord I'm in like posted their weather this morning, and they were in like South Dakota or something like that, and it was like -16 when they woke up.
There's not going to be any snow. I don't know what. Oh, actually, hold up. that looks. Let's see.
Alarming.
There's definitely a storm approaching, I will say.
Probably the one that just hit me.
Let's hit the hourly. No, it's cloudy all night. It's cloudy. There's no snow. Anyways,
that's why you're not a meteorologist.
I'm definitely, dude. Meteorologists aren't even meteorologists. Let's be honest here. That is, if to any of our listeners that could be meteorologists, might be. Like, please educate me that how you educated yourself, because I don't see.
You look what's west and then tell the people it's coming our way.
Fake science. Let's talk about our favorite games we play on these days, though. I've got a list ready. Maybe you can think of some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, any Square Enix RPG, like a Final Fantasy, a Secret. I was thinking specifically Secret of Mana, like that game on a rainy day where you could just like delve into a RPG world. Square Enix makes some classic ones. Final Fantasy VII, so good. Final Fantasy VII Remake, like. Any of these games that really engulf you in a crazy world on a rainy day, that's fun. I like that.
And when you brought this topic up just now, like I thought about, like in my mind, something I'm sit down and play on a rainy or snowy day. It's like something like I don't have to think a lot about. I just want to be able to like jump in and play. I don't need anything complex. You're just chilling on the couch trying to relax. The first one I would pick up would probably be a Kirby game. I really enjoy the Kirby games, especially on the Game Boy. And it's like just simple level based, just kind of like side scrollers. It's not open world or anything. I really enjoy the Kirby games.
That's a good call. I feel like that'd be I like that. Maybe I'll toss a Kirby game.
Even on Game Boy, like you can play it in bed, just chilling.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll throw a Kirby game on tomorrow or something.
Do you have your next Analog Pocket game locked and loaded?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play a Pokemon ROM hack on the
Yeah.
Pocket, which should be fun. Yeah.
Do you own any Game Gear games?
No, and I don't have the problem is I didn't buy the adapter.
Ah,
So I don't have that yet. I don't have the ability to do that yet, but maybe when it gets affordable and more so available, I'll buy the
yeah.
adapter because it wasn't a big thing for me off the bat. It's just like not something I needed, something
Yeah.
I kind of want, but it's not needed. My second on the list, this is if you have someone chilling with you on a rainy day, there's nothing like session Mario Kart. Like,
That was my next
yeah,
one.
yeah, there's nothing like session Mario Kart. Like you just, I mean, that's it. That you can literally play that game all day, and it's fun, and it's just good times. Up to 4 players, up to 8 players on the Switch, but that's fucking ridiculous. Don't play that. That is. Has anyone actually played 8-player Mario? Have you played 8-player Mario Kart?
No,
That'd be
that's a
ridiculous.
thing.
Think you could play 8-player Mario Kart on the Switch?
God.
Yeah, it's insane.
And see, so you play like the races or whatever, and you
Mhm.
go through. I mean, you can play what
And
is
you
there
can
like
play the battle.
24 maps or yeah, so there's probably like 24 maps. There's 24 races right there, whatever.
Mhm.
And then you have the battle modes.
Dude, the
They're
battle of the
collecting
balloons.
the
Oh my
balloons.
gosh.
Those are so much fun.
So we spent hours playing the battle modes as kids, dude. Oh, that's good memories. So Mario Kart. So that was gonna be yours too.
Yep.
Should I hit another? Or you want to hit
go
another?
ahead.
All right. Next up, I gotta go with Fortnite, bro. I'm a big
That's a good one.
I love Fortnite. I'll be honest, like after this podcast, after we finish recording this podcast, my brother and I will probably play some Fort with the boys.
I
Like
remember just playing that in college. Just
yeah,
snowy, rainy. It's like, and it's one of those. It just the replayability factor just
yeah.
makes you want to
I've been
keep
playing
playing.
it since literally before seasons came out. So when it was in beta on the PC, I started playing Fortnite. And then I stopped for a while, and then I just been playing it. And like I have friends that come and go to the game, and so it's
And it's
just
cross-platform now, right?
cross-platform. Yeah, oh
I think
yeah.
I forget what my brother was just playing at. I don't know if he was playing it on a Switch or my other brother's kind of moved away from his PS4 and now the PS4 is downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can play
PS4 is
it on
downstairs. I need
everything.
to play with you.
That's what I'm saying. Get on Switch. Get on the PS4. Let's play, dude. Oh my God, Kuzi, come on.
I haven't
Download
played
Fortnite.
in a couple years, but I think it'd be fun. Get on the
That's what I'm
headset and
saying.
just
That would
talk
be
shit.
That's what I'm saying. We have a great time. We play with like my brother and I are absolute savages at this game. We are very good at this point. And
And I
then
can see you just railing on me because I don't know how to jump or something like that.
yeah. No, but we play with everyone. Like we really do. We play with kids that are also not as great
You're
as
doing
us.
communal service.
No. And honestly, my brother's way better than me. So like there's levels to it.
Yeah.
But that's just a great one to play on a rainy day. Definitely gonna be playing it after this. Like I said, great
Another
game.
one's got to be a Pokemon game.
Hell
You just
yeah.
got to sit down and play a Pokemon
Yeah,
game.
that's classic. Pokemon
And I haven't
Silver.
played any like the new ones. Are the new ones more open world than like your
No.
typical Pokemon game? Is
No.
the fighting style different or no?
Not really. It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
None of them have. I would say Pokemon Sword and Shield are slightly more open world, but none of them have been like open world. What we think Arceus is going to be, the new one coming out in March. So that one's supposed to be like that's what they've advertised it as. At least it's supposed to be more open world. So we'll see. And but no, Pokemon. I mean, it's perfect answer to this question. Like Pokemon Silver is something I can play anytime. And like I said, that's going to be the next game on my analog pocket. Maybe the rain inspired that, dude. Maybe.
Were you a hot chocolate kid?
Fuck yeah, I had hot chocolate the other day too. Bro, someone got me I think my mom, my aunt got me a hot chocolate bomb for Christmas. Never had one of those before. You heat up some milk and then you toss it in and it just melts and you stir it, bro.
So Sarah, you're a milk or a water type of guy?
No, fuck water in your hot chocolate. I was talking, that's disgusting. It's gross.
Milk or water in your oatmeal?
I don't eat oatmeal, but
you know, like, dude, I love oatmeal.
I don't hate it, but I would use probably milk if I was doing it.
Yeah,
just seems right,
dude. Like it was like today, like it's just like a hot chocolate, but like as I've gotten older, it's like coffee now. But like even like today, like I woke up and I went to go shovel, and my dad was like, "No, get your ass." Oh no, I went to go make breakfast, and my dad was like, "No, get your ass outside and shovel," because that's what he had kids for. Yeah. So me and my brother went out there and shoveled. Then we came in. I just had a breakfast sandwich and a cup of coffee. And it was perfect after freezing out because my hat and gloves are at the new house.
Oh no.
I'm out there just shivering.
You got to go shovel the new house now too.
Yeah, I'm going over. I have tomorrow off work. They gave us Monday off work, which is nice.
Nice. Katrina's off.
But I have to go over there and install some stuff, and then the bedroom set's getting delivered tomorrow.
Nice.
So I need to spend all day putting together
furniture
set. But yeah, I don't have a snowblower. I met the neighbor. His name's Bruno.
Ooh, I love that name. I know some good people named Bruno. So yeah, I like that.
When I was random story about the name Bruno, when I was young and I was in Cub Scouts, and we'd go to Cub Scout camp. We went to a place called Mystic Lake, and the scary story around there was about a creature named Bruno. So maybe my neighbor's a creepy guy. I don't know.
Yikes. Do you have any more for snowy rainy days? Want to say one more? Or? I don't know. I feel like we covered them. I'll say I like the game, dude. Fishing games on a rainy day inside.
I've never played a fishing game.
Bro, play a fishing game. Yeah, dude, play a fishing game. They're fun.
I love
my
games
brother and
where
I.
you can.
I know you have Top Angler on the GameCube.
I think so. Yes.
Unless you sold it.
Yes, no, I have it.
Yeah. That game's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually good. My brother and I play that. It's fun.
I love games where you can. I played a lot of like iPhone games like this where you mainly like racing games where you can like you race, you earn points, you customize.
Yeah,
and I like cool. Just the working towards the customization of like a car or something like that. Thinking about like other ones, I think like Wii Sports is a really fun one, especially if you have like friends together. Wii Sports is a great one.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I've never played it, but just my old like one of people on my floor played it, and it just looked like a relaxing game, like Farming Simulator. Like Farming Simulator would be a good one on a rainy day.
Like Stardew Valley and stuff. I've never played that game, but I feel you're right. Animal Crossing, that kind of stuff. Good stuff, dude. We got a question of the week. Every week we ask our viewers to submit questions for us to answer here on the pod and shout you guys out. We got one. What are we going to talk about this week, Chris?
So our buddy Lost Lobster Games on Instagram asks, what are some games that you sold that you now regret and you plan on getting back later? And I know I've got two. Yeah.
Shoot.
I'll go at him. So I kind of like took advantage of like the hype when things were really spiked during COVID, and I sold like my Animal Crossing on GameCube for like $100, and I found that one again. So it's like I want to get it back, found it again, and then when Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver went crazy, those went to like $200 just complete in case, no big box or anything like that.
Right.
And I sold both my Heart Gold and Soul Silver for $200 each, just to go around there. And so I kept like the big boxes in the Pokewalker. I just need the games back. So hopefully at a garage, those are quote unquote common games. Like you'll find those in a DS slot. So those are ones that I want to get back.
Hell yeah. For me, I have two that I can think of quickly. I sold a sealed copy of Emerald a couple years back now, maybe 2 years back. And I'd say, while that's not likely that I'll get that back, I would love to get something like Emerald, because that's a game that was iconic in my childhood. And like I've said it before. Emerald? Oh, I have the cleanest CIB Emerald in existence.
No, so you said cleanest CIB and you have a clean Mario 64. Would you ever grade those?
No, I don't know. I'm all for people doing what they want, so I'm not going to shit on people that do that, but it's not for me. I'm going to say graded CIB is not for me, because I will play those, I guess. I mean,
I feel like just even if it's like so minty where you don't want to open the box, either keep the game loose or get like a nice acrylic case for it. And it's like, and you got
that's what I have for the really nice stuff.
It's like better than a plastic shitty box protector without spending $140 what it costs to grade a CIB game.
Exactly. So that's I'll never do that. And then my other one, I just forgot. It was sealed Emerald, and I sold, and I don't know really why I did this, but I must have had a reason at the time. I sold two of the rare N64 games I had, like maybe last year or year before, and that was the rare Castlevania one. I don't know. Legacy of Darkness, maybe?
Yes, Legacy of Darkness, I think it is.
And then I sold is there a truck game that's worth money, or I don't know.
I think so. Stunt Racer?
No. Oh, maybe the Transformers game.
There is a Transformers
Beast Wars. Yeah, I think I sold that too. So I sold those two, and I guess I'd want to get them back because I am slowly going for an N64 complete set. Like this is like just such a long-term goal that it's like it'll happen if it happens.
Which is so off, like your collecting philosophy. It feels weird 100%. To say and is it just something like it's a small achievable set kind of, so it's like it'd be cool just to have a full set of something?
I think that's kind of what it was. It was the first set I really started collecting when I got into retro video game collecting, so I think it has some meaning to me there. I think I mean a lot of the N64 games have meaning to me. Like that is the system I started on as a kid.
Yeah.
So I think that has something to it too. And I think it's just a dope set. Like I have 8 of the official N64 drawers now. And like, yeah, dude, I looked at the price of those the other day and my jaw dropped. Dude, the double drawers are over 100. They're like 150.
What?
That's what I'm saying. The double drawers are over 100 all day and the singles are like close to 100.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had no idea. I've picked these up all for like.
Yeah, you just store your games in them?
Store all my N64 games in them. So, and they fit my whole. I mean, it's like they fit over. I feel like I'm over 100 games right now and they fit all of them. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of sick. But that's
Are there any kind of classics you want in CIB that you're still missing? I just looked. I'm still missing Smash Bros. And N64 CIB.
That would be a cool one to pick up. I think really for the N64, I'd probably look more sealed. Like I think that because that's again like CIB is cool, but my ultimate goal is to have sealed games of all my childhood games. Because I can play all this shit on like the way I play games is on emulator, not emulators, but like the Analog Pocket, for instance, and you know the GameCube with the GC loader, and like the Dreamcast with the DC Emu. It's like all these things that are very it's original hardware but modded. So it's like I have really good solutions at playing games, and like what I really care about is that like memory that has been captured in a sealed game and encased for preservation and like dopeness. So that's why I think the N64 stuff, like I would love to get sealed Super Smash Bros. That would be so sick.
So cool.
So sick. So like, and fuck it, like it's possible. I somehow I never thought I would get sealed Pokemon Snap this year. I literally traded for it and like the most ridiculous trade ever. And I have it now. So like awesome. Dude, anything can fucking happen. So
anything. Literally anything. Like you can go to a garage sale tomorrow and find sealed stadium events.
Yeah.
It can happen.
It really can. That's it. That's a great way to end this. It's a fantastic way to end this.
Go to a garage sale tomorrow.
Go to a garage sale tomorrow. Get something sick. Get the games back you wish you had that you sold as a kid that you traded in a GameStop. Those ruthless bastards. But guys, we appreciate listening. Episode 40, starting off the new year big. Chris, have a great rest of your week. Oh, and guys, remember to hit that like button, that follow button, that subscribe button, that 5-star review on the Apple Podcast, whatever you got to do to engage with the content, to show Bezos, his cronies, Zuckerberg, anyone who's listening, that this is an important podcast.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Peace.
See ya. Wait, if you're still here.
Yeah.
Claim sale on Thursday.
Claim sale Thursday. Peace.